What's up, y'all? Happy Friday. It's your boy Jamin with Keene Point of View, the intersection. I'm kidding. Hi, everybody. Happy Friday. It's Jamin with Keene Point of View, the best intersection of gay issues, politics, and Christianity ever. Thank you for your prayers again. I do covet them still, so please keep praying for me. God will know what you mean. In Christian, first of all, let me just say this about the whole Miley Cyrus thing before I get anything started. You know, in a country where the lives of minorities are valued less than white people, and there is proof of this all around with the rate that white people get off for killing black people under Stand Your Ground, but blacks don't get the same treatment when killing whites under the same law. How you'll always know about a missing white child or adult in the news, but blacks and Latinos never get the same news coverage for being missing, or how anything based in white culture is considered mainstream, but other things that other cultures have done for decades is treated as new, invigorating, amazing, and simply astounding only because white people started doing it. And it's just amazing to me that the people who invented twerking and popping, meaning black people, if you didn't know, were called rude, crass, and embarrassing for doing it since at least the early 90s, but it took one white girl who was appropriating black American culture for her own personal gain for the rest of y'all to take notice and start doing piss poor attempts at it. You're not twerking, by the way, because you're not doing it well, and you and Mylie are doing a minstrel show. And this isn't about twerking, but it's about twerking. So please stop stealing from other cultures. You have more than enough of your own stuff that's great and should be celebrated and as much in the mainstream as everyone else's stuff. So please stop ruining our stuff and our neighborhoods by removing any cultural element from them that made you fall in love with them in the first place. Now, in Christian news, before I even get started on that, shout out to my mother, who gave me grief all these years for wanting to travel for Thanksgiving because that's time away from the family, and family is important and you need to be there for family. But going with her sisters for this Thanksgiving, meaning that she's not going to be there with her family, me and my dad and everyone else. So I just want to give a shout out to her for helping to destroy the black family. Now, really, Christian news. Personal lesson for me this week. Don't forget whose you are as Christians. You're not defined by your actions, sexual orientation, political beliefs, personal struggles, past sins, present indulgences, or future mistakes. You are a child of God, and He sees you through Jesus, is fully redeemed and loved, and that's where your identity lies, not in your behavior. So please stay rooted in Him. If you do that, it may stop you from doing stupid things like trying to become rich so that you can direct where Jesus goes through your money, instead of Jesus directing you where to go and where to send your money. Ephraim Taylor was a self-proclaimed millionaire and a pastor's son who swindled many church parishioners and churches, from New Birth Baptist Church, which is Eddie Long's church in Decatur, Georgia, to Lakewood Church in Houston, Texas, which is Joel Osteen's church. This man swindled people. I mean, one woman at New Birth gave him $122,000, and a Houston couple gave him $1.5 million, all of their life savings to invest. And he said he was investing, and it turns out he never did. It was a big Ponzi scheme for churches. I feel so bad for these people. And they left their churches, and the woman left New Birth because New Birth wouldn't help get her money back. And they said, oh, the church has no money. Really, New Birth? Really? You have no money? Okay. I just want you to know that everyone was not meant to be rich in the kingdom of God. And I know the prosperity gospel, completely completely disagrees with my take on that. But so many people have been duped into giving everything they have, not to God, but not for God, but just for more money. And they don't have it. I once saw a woman at a revival write a bad check out of faith that it would clear the next day, when I'm like, okay, it can, but you're writing a $300 check and your checking account says you have $50. Whew. Listen, God is always more dependable on money, and I really wish that some Christians would stop trying to depend on money. In political news, Syria used chemical weapons on their own people, and this is really sad. Over 100,000 people have died in the Syrian civil war so far, and the U.S. is being looked at now as the nation that will step in to stop Bashar al-Assad, the president of Syria. President Obama is really trying to figure out what to do now, and he's looking at all possible angles and trying to find a reason not to go in and destroy their chemical weapons plants. And I'm praying that he makes the right decision. In gay news, the U.S. Treasury said that for federal tax purposes, gay married couples will be considered legally married even if they live in a state where gay marriage is illegal. And it seems like we are getting closer and closer to full federal recognition of gay marriage. Finally, this week was the 50th anniversary of the March on Washington, where Martin Luther King Jr. delivered his famous I Have a Dream speech. I went to the rally and march on Saturday the 24th, but had to work on the 28th, which was this past Wednesday, and the actual anniversary date. And there were a lot of people there watching on the 28th, and I listened to most of the speeches online. I liked Merle Evers Williams' speech the best on Wednesday, and what Maryland Governor Martin O'Malley said about the value placed on minority lives on Wednesday. As for Saturday, I really enjoyed Al Sharpton's speech and Cory Booker's speech. And finally, it's really sad that all invited Republicans, which was all of them apparently, from former presidents on down to current congressional members, declined. Once again, this is Jamin with Keene Point of View, the best intersection of gay issues, politics, and Christianity ever. This week I blogged on KeenePointOfView.com, which is my blog. Go ahead and check it out. I blogged twice about the Miley Cyrus incident. Miley Cyrus performed at the MTV Video Music Awards on Sunday, and she gave a really confusing performance with Robin Thicke, and she called herself twerking, and I wrote about that and what that means and why it's not about her twerking, but that it is about her twerking. And then I followed that up with another post about what I'm really mad about and why I feel that white people have much to be proud about and why it should be celebrated enough for them not to steal from other cultures and call it their own and make money off of it and ruin it. And thanks for watching. Happy Friday, happy Labor Day weekend. I hope you enjoy your weekend. Tell your friends about my site, about my blog, and subscribe to my channel here. Links to my site, Facebook fan page, Twitter page are all below. Once again, thank you so much for watching and have a great weekend. Take care.